be working, but yeah, I'm sure the internet's working overtime right now. What do you think? Everybody in the world is social distancing on social media right now. So Facebook, turn on your afterburners. All right, so we're busting a half a case of Inception and a hobby box of Tops. It is the second half of the Inception case we started earlier today. We had one major firework come out of here in the first half, and it was a Jordan Alvarez out of 25. So let's see if we can add to that and have a good time here. So we are ready here. Oh, I wanted to do this too. Hold on. The silver pack first. Actually, we'll put the silver pack at the back. That's what we'll do. Silver pack at the back. And again, we are on standby now for football. All right, Broncos 115, Lions 35, Chargers 60, Panthers 65, Bears 65, Cowboys 40, Colts 45, Giants 125, Jets 18, Raiders 90, Titans 35, 49ers 80. That is a 7-box break. 5 of them are Contenders Optic. It's the second half of a case we were starting on a little while ago, a few days ago. A box of Prism and a box of regular Contenders. A Marc-Down rebreak spot is in play for the skunk bonus. Top 5 bang for the buck team still left. I would have to go at this point with the Broncos, the Chargers, the Raiders, the Titans, and the 49ers. Those are my oh yeah, Titans and the 49ers. Yep, that was right. So those would be my top 5 right now. Again, there's still a few teams that are kind of close to the 49ers on the list, but we'll cut it up at 5. So try getting out and coming back in, Lester. Wow, what was that? What was it? What did it look like? Is it still doing it? I see me pulling cards now. Are we back on to normal? It skipped. If you're having a problem, jump out and jump back in. Maybe that'll help. There might be a lag issue and it's trying to catch you back up. So we got this up on YouTube, on Twitch, on Periscope. Trevor Bauer. What was in the first pack? I don't know. We're just going by a stack here. Johnny Cueto. The first insert was a Steve Carlton Decade's Best. I don't think we've even pulled any of the major rookies yet. Just guys like Anthony Kay and whatnot. St. Louis Cardinals, 1971 out of 2020. So that's a gold right there. And Bo Bichette. There's the first big rookie. Oh, the extra pack? I said we would do that in the back. So the extra pack's in the back. I started opening the packs, and then I realized I forgot the silver pack was sitting right in front of me. So I opened that too, and I put it in the back. That is a cool looking card right there. Yordan Alvarez, Topps Choice. So looks like a 56. That'd be a cool look for Heritage too. Or not Heritage, Archives. Should do something like that. All right. The back's not very sexy, but the front looks good. Tatis, Machado. Jorge Alfaro, rainbow foil. You just reported me for saying the N-word. Well, I didn't use that word, so I don't know why you would. That kind of doesn't make very much sense, does it? You have some characters on Twitch. Some guys are real nice and they'll talk and have conversation and they'll be like, you're cool. And then others are just like millennial stupid. You sure do. We got Max Kepler. Home Run Challenge. Mike Trout. Oh, the trolls are out. Twitch is like it initially was mainly for video gamers, but it's become a good window for social media content in general. Ken Griffey Jr. But there's also a lot of 15-year-old kids who play video games and curse at people all the time that make comments in here. Max Kepler, 166 out of 199. And again, we are on. Okay, I'm glad you reported me. And they can check the whole video out. So I appreciate that. Somebody's got my back on Twitch. It's all good in the hood. Oh, man. So, again, we are busting open Inception. So, but first, a little Topps 2020 Series 1 to warm us up. Make us feel all fuzzy inside. It was just made. Oh my gosh. My Twitch username? I don't even know. It's either Mark-Down Breaks or Mark-Down Entertainment. Oh man, I remember Doom back in the day. A very good friend of mine works in the. He's a big big on computers growing up, and he works in doing a lot of things with computers and networking. It is Mark-Down Breaks, all one word. Kind of like my Twitter handle, at Mark-Down Breaks. And he built computers, as a teenager. So he would always have like 8 or 9 computers laying around the house or parts to make one. And we had he put an internal network, and we had nothing major now, because now you have 1,000 people playing in the same game, but we had like 8 people in 1995 playing on the same game. It was pretty crazy. Cal Ripken, your mama's gonna notify you, young man. This is how I make my living. Why don't you get a job? Well, maybe this is not the right time to say that. Dark Matter 22 may be unessential, so. Anyways. Nothing's normal right now, so you can't say normal things, can you? I don't think that guy was ever normal, though. Zach Collins. And we got Gavin Lux on the 85 throwback. Jordan Alvarez. Oh, he wasn't trying to say Denny? Maybe it was Deny he was thinking of. Something bad and you will make it worse, buddy. Is that what you wanted me to say? Daniel Murphy, rainbow foil. The Trout autos, yeah. And the mantle. Yeah. The Babe Ruth is always going to be a special one to me. The most expensive card that we ever pulled is probably the Patrick Mahomes True RPA number /15. That was a huge hit. It wasn't that huge when we pulled it, but now it is. So Gavin Lux. Oh, I don't know about Denny's. I had a bad experience at a Denny's once. I didn't know if I was going to make it out of there alive. Bobby Bradley. So. I don't know, somebody earlier, he goes on Facebook under the screen name Bowman Chrome, and for like days now, he's been trying to instill panic sell-offs in people. And there's AJ Puck. And I'm like, you know what? It's not cool, because people really are scared right now. And, let's just say I gave him a few facts to check himself. And there's Gary Sanchez. That is a short print. So regular short print Gary Sanchez. And I think that guy was trying to mess with my Facebook account a little bit, because I was having some glitchy things popping up. And it's like, why do people, especially in times like this, why do people still have, and it's a small percentage, just total lousy attitudes about life? Right now, we should all be a brotherhood, right? Brothers and sisters. Paul DeYoung, Cardinals. And we're one race here, human race. All right. I don't know what craziness this other guy on Twitch thinks, but and we should be all cheering for each other. Troll's gonna troll, but the bottom line is, what does that even matter? You try to make somebody feel uncomfortable, and for what? To make yourself feel better? Yeah, no, sorry. People like that are a joke. And that's why I have the attitude where I want to just go out, and not only do I want to make a few bucks doing this, I mean, I got to keep the lights on and stuff like that, keep my Sling TV going. But I also want people to feel good about the hobby, and you had a long day at work, you had a tough day, you sat and watched the news all day, right? The baseball cards from Denny's were cool, yeah. I probably still have some of those lying around somewhere. But, we're going to have fun. Am I going to accept the report? Why don't you accept the fact that nobody really cares what you're saying, and I am using your pathetic existence to make some good conversation here? Why don't you accept the fact that I could care less what you report? Because the video is all here. All right, I'm just going to ignore the guy because he's a redundant idiot. At least if he could come up with something creative, like we could have some back and forth, but I think it's a bot. I don't think it has a brain. Mauricio Dubon. Tony Gwynn. Yeah, man, that's why I got accepted into the wrestling school. I didn't have the best body, but I talked well, and then I got invited back. And then I blew out my knee after 6 months of training, and that was the end of it. Blake Trenian. Rainbow foil. But hey, what's going on Periscope there? Ken Griffey Jr. I didn't say anything. That's the thing. No, there's guys that just come up on Twitch and just randomly start spewing nonsense. That's all that was. So good. How are you doing? We got Josh Fegley, 494 out of 2020. Well, what usually wrestlers are either like intense personifications of themselves, or they like to be like the exact opposite. I was the type that liked to be the exact opposite, so I definitely got a rise out of the crowd. Let's put it that way. They were chanting. I had longer hair. I kind of looked like a much smaller version of Rhino, and the whole audience was just like, "F you, Rhino." I was like, "Yes." some troll at ringside was harassing me, so I stole his Gatorade and drank, and I guess people got a kick out of that. The locker room sure did. Somebody later on in the show stole the kid's drink too later when he got another one. I actually considered pro wrestling. Yeah, I trained. I was in the same class as Jay Lethal. So while I didn't get to have a big career, I got to live vicariously through him. Well, I trained with somebody who went to Japan and went to TNA and was a big success. Wasn't me, but still fun to watch. And Joey Votto. We got a black parallel here. 57 out of 69. So, woo! Yeah, man. He had programs with Sting, with Ric Flair. Like that was Sting versus Ric Flair at Clash of Champions 1 was the match that got me hooked into wrestling. That's all it took was that. And the fact that he got to wrestle them, I'm extremely jealous. Oh, my wrestling name is a story. I named myself, but you ever have one of those moments where you say something and you completely regret it 2 seconds later? I'm sure there's a couple watching right now that have heard this story, but so again, I did have a very similar look to Rhino. All right, and I was straight heel. So we're having some discussion because we have a student show coming up, right? It was the only match I ever had in front of an audience. Although it was a pretty good-sized audience for an independent show. There was a lot of people coming out, like friends and family, to support us as we go to Inception here. And I'm just like, you don't want to be typecast as that guy who looks like that guy. Then no one's going to want to hire you, or they're going to make you look like a joke. And they're like, nah, dude, seriously, you should call yourself Saurus, like Rhinosaurus. It'll totally be over. And I'm just like, I'm like, no, it would totally not. First of all, that's too basic. All right. I never got to do my signature move. So I was actually in the process of developing it. That's another story. So I'm like, first of all, Saurus is as vanilla as anything. I mean, if I'm going to go out there as a heel, right? Rhino's got that big R on his chest. What if I put an S on my chest? I'm going to look like a face, right? Or I'm going to look really stupid. S for stupid. No. Now, if I wanted to make that work, I would have to like really change it a little bit. I was like, I would have to be Zorus. And I said that, and I didn't know the owner of the company was standing listening to the entire conversation. And all of a sudden, I hear right behind me, I love it. I was like, oh, crap. So Zorus it was. And so my finisher was still under development. So we were just going to go. I was going over in the match, and I was going to hit the gore. Because that would have gotten, the crowd really going, right? As the entrance music of my opponent hits, somebody else, right? And this is a student show, so there's some of them were student versus student, others were pros versus student. Ooh, this is nice. Green Gavin Lux. for the Dodgers. So one of the pros, thanks for the advance notice. I'm not saying which one of the hit squad it was, but was like, you can't use the gore. I'm using it later as a finish. And I was just like, what the heck are we going to do? So we had to, on the fly, like literally his music's playing. He's about to walk through the curtain. I was like, do you know how to take a jackhammer? He's like, yeah, that's easy. It's like a suplex, but you fall down. All right. All right, so we'll do jackhammer. And 86 out of 155, Nick Solak. So my favorite comedian, I don't know. I see a few good Christian comedians on Facebook, like clips. Probably one of those guys, but I don't remember the guy's name. So the match is going all right, except for he misses my arm on a reversal. And so I call a spot to go out to the outside and waste a couple minutes. Now, earlier in the show, something had gotten messed up, and the referee had gotten bumped when he wasn't supposed to. So the owner of the company ends up being the referee for the match because the other guy couldn't go back out because he took a bump that wasn't supposed to happen. So now we got him. He sees the spot gets missed. When we get back into the ring, he's like, bring it home. So I throw the guy into a AA style spine buster. And then I call for the jackhammer. I bring him up. I come down. He never breaks his post. So his hand is on your kind of like on your leg as you come up, and he never broke the post. So when I came down, his wrist was like that, still pushing on like the top of my thigh, and I was lighter then, but it was still about 205 pounds coming crashing on his wrist, and that put him out for a little while. So 5 out of 75, Bruised-Dar Gratterall. And 91 out of 245, Danny Jansen. So in 6 minutes, we just pretty much summed up my wrestling career. Oh, man. Did I ever eat a turnbuckle? I did not. So... all right. Box number 3 of Inception. DJ LeMahieu. Willie Castro. Gleyber Torres. Blake Snell. Abraham Toro. Eloy Jimenez, numbered 107 out of 150. And numbered 17 out of 25, Indians. Logan Allen. That is a nice patch right there. So, yes, long story short, that was the career that was Zoris. A week later, I got injured in a training accident, and that was it. I tore my ACL, my MCL, and my PCL. My LCL was the only thing that was left intact. I cracked my kneecap. and my kneecap smashed into the top of my tibia, so I broke my tibial plateau. And the hospital that I went to, I wouldn't write them a letter of recommendation. They said I had a sprain, I'll be fine, I'll be walking in a week. And probably by the time, because of that diagnosis, by the time my insurance approved an MRI, it was like almost a month later. And they said, your leg's already starting to heal. You should have had surgery on this, but now you're probably at about 50-50. What do you want to do? I'm like, you think I trust doctors right now? So it was about a little over a year before I was really doing like sports again. I played, roller hockey maybe a year and a half after that happened, but that was pretty much it. That was the end. I refereed a match. I tried to come back after 4 months, which when you tear all those ligaments is really stupid. I tried to run. I looked like I was in the movie Chariots of Fire. They're like, why don't you referee the match? I was able to referee, take a bump, but that was it. That was the end. That was the end of Zorus. Game over. And Nico Horner for the Cubs. That's not a bad one. 187 out of 245. No, I was 20 when I wrestled. I didn't start breaking until 6 years ago, give or take. So I was 33 when I started breaking. There's a long gap. I wasn't even back into the hobby for another 8 years. I stopped collecting probably around 97. If you count Magic the Gathering, probably went in until about 99, 2000. And then took an extended vacation. And Marc-Down Entertainment was started in 2006. We sold, I was on Amazon. I would buy liquidation merchandise, primarily video games, CDs, movies, and had an Amazon account and all that stuff. And around 2009, sources started drying up on the movies, the CDs, and the video games. And actually, a friend of mine, we were going through looking for something in my garage, 30 out of 99, Sam Hilliard. And he found like some old boxes of cards that I still had. And he's like, oh man, you used to collect cards? Oh, look, you have Magic the Gathering? Ooh, what's this? I've never seen that. This looks like it came out of Tribute. And there's Andres Munoz, 75 out of 75, and a green Machado. And he's like, oh, cool. So then I did a lot of like outdoor shows. I did some flea markets for a long time. I started bringing the cards there, and I started getting a following for cards. In 2014, I opened up kind of like a hybrid store with all the stuff that I sold. And some connections that I had for the CDs and movies, they died. Like there was one was a liquidation company in Tennessee, and they got hit by a tornado, leveled their whole warehouse operation, and they were funded by venture capitalists who decided to cash in on the insurance and let the project tank. I used to buy liquidation and overstock from Circuit City, and they went out of business, so it was just kind of like the writing was on the wall. So when I had the store, that's when I started breaking, but I wasn't doing it online. I was doing it in the store for like the kids in the Little League and stuff like that. 10 out of 50 Dylan Cease. So that's why it's such a big thing for me to get the kids involved in the hobby and all that. Jake Rogers, especially now I'm a dad, I'm a coach. So that is pretty sweet right there. Aristides Aquino, there's some of that pop we were waiting for too. 74 out of 99. So after probably about almost a year just doing the breaks in the store, I just started messing around with Facebook, but I didn't have any Facebook friends in the business or anything like that. All I was just some guy with a store in a small South Jersey neighborhood, and now, I mean, we've reached thousands and thousands of people. I go to the National, and a few people know who I am, so I'll never forget that when I went to Chicago for the first time. People were just like, "Hey, Mark." Well, I go by Marcelo. Very few people in my life have called me Mark. So I wasn't even turning around and realizing it. After a while, somebody's like, hey, I see you on Facebook. And I'm like, really? So it's kind of cool. So I just kept doing it. Why not? 104 out of 150, Justin Verlander. Joey Gallo. And Williams Astudillo, Twins, 70 out of 99. It's funny because I went to school as a communications major. Majored in communications, minored in business and professional speech. And I use more of my degree. I've had several people today tell me to get a real job. This guy over here busted my chops. People, and I mean, I'm like not really confrontational, but you want to get personal with me, I'm very matter of fact, and I'll just say it like it is. And, I use my degree more in this job than in any other one I had before. I worked in finance during the recession. That sucked. I was a retail manager in supermarket, convenience stores. That sucked. So I said, why don't we try the post office? Everybody says that's a good job. Yeah, that was the worst. Tom Eshelman, Adrian Morejon, Jose Altuve, Kyle Lewis, Green, Aaron Civile. And we have a jumbo patch relic card, numbered. Is numbered on the back? Yes, it's numbered on the back. 11 out of 25. Look at this patch right here for the Cubbies. Oh, good Lord. Nico Horner, that is it's numbered to 25, but it might as well be numbered to 5. That patch is going to get a premium. First match I ever saw in person, SummerSlam 98. It was at the Garden. Ken Shamrock versus Owen Hart. What was that? The Lions Den match. It was held in the theater. So we got to watch everything on closed circuit TV. And then the one match that we got to see in person was Shamrock versus Owen Hart. And it was cheaper than getting the pay-per-view. You just had to get to the city. So, no, I never worked at Kmart. I worked at supermarkets. No, it is it's the National League logo. So somewhere on the Cubs jersey, there's like a National League logo. You can kind of make it out right here. So let's recap all the hits, and then we have some personals to go through. Yeah, it's a sleeve patch. On one side is the logo and on the Cubs logo, and the other side is the National League logo, right? So Rangers, Nick Solak, number to 155. Danny Jansen, Blue Jays, number to 245. Indians, Logan Allen, number to 25. Nico Horner, number to 245. Andres Munoz, Padres, number to 75. Williams Astudillo, Twins, number to 99. Aristides Aquino, number to 99 for the Reds. And Nico Horner, number to 25 for the Cubs. What was in the... Almost forgot. Here we go. And Cardinals, Paul DeYoung, out of the Tobby box. So we're going to move things over now to some personals. We got 4 coming right now. All right. If we sell 4 more at 75 apiece, guess what? It counts as a qualifying break. So hopefully we can close out that case. Alec Boehm from the Phillies is a I would rate him an A- prospect. Definitely has a lot of potential. I'm pretty sure he was playing for the Blue Claws when we saw them in 2019. And now I think he's a AA, but I'm not 100% sure on that. And we kind of really don't know where everybody was going to end up anyway. So Adam Christensen, are you ready? And again, thanks everyone for helping everything go smoothly, and we managed to get the other half of the case out tonight. We will have another group break of Inception listed tomorrow. It'll be a little different. I'm going to try to make more hits out of the deal because Inception really doesn't have a lot of hits. That's why I don't break it by itself. That's why I throw in the Topps box, because most Inception breaks, most people don't even get a card. Or maybe a base card, but not everybody ships the base cards. So you're going to cook some bacon? So pick me 4 numbers from 1 to 8. 4 numbers from 1 to 8. So if I had to guess when Alec Boehm is going to make the majors, I would probably say he could probably be a I would say next year at this point. If he had a real strong minor league campaign, I could have seen him as a September call-up, but not with the way things are right now. I don't think there's going to be. I think there's going to be a lot of time, a lot of guys that were going to be possibles for September, and it's just out of the question at this point. So there's only 8. So 2, 4, 5, and what would the 4th number be? Do you want me to just take 8? Well, that's 2. We'll start with that. 3, 4, 5. All right, so I got 1, 3, 6, 7, and 8 still in my hand. 8. You got it. So this is all we need to get rid of in order to have a qualifying break there. All right, that includes the personals we've done earlier in the day. So here we go. It's Inception time. That's weird. Now I'm seeing some comments in the box and not in here. There, now I got it. All right, let's see if we can pull you a little more sizzle here. Again, Inception, as of right now, is $75 a box. And for those who might be interested in getting in tomorrow's group break, why don't you give me some feedback? Do you want to see a split case deal? Do you want me to do a whole case of Inception and mix it around with a little bit of extra stuff to get everybody some cards and maybe a few extra hits as well? Hey, Joe, what's going on? We're on standby for football. We didn't quite get there. So just doing some personals of Inception right now. Bo Bichette. Give that a little 1 cent love. All right, Adam. I'm only guaranteeing you one good card. Abraham Toro. Francisco Lindor, numbered 44 out of 99. And Gavin Lux. 2-color patch, 148 out of 155. No, we just ran that break, actually. We need 5 in order to run football. So, Joe, these were the highlights from the Inception break. We had that Nico Horner right there with a pretty badass patch. And then we did have a big Reds hit. Aristides Aquino. And a couple of other fun ones. Logan Allen, numbered to 25. Had a cool patch on it. So it's not Bo Bichette, but I think you'll take it. There you go. There it is right there. I keep telling you, it's not Bo Bichette, but I think you'll like it. There it is. This case, I mean, if you look back at all the personals we've done today out of this case has been redonkulous. Lux now. We had Bichette. We had Alvarez. We had a 1 of 1. I mean, it was Domingo Leyba, but we still had a 1 of 1. We had a button relic auto of Carter Kieboom. It's like every other auto out of this case has been crazy. 133 out of 150, DJ LeMahieu. Nice. Jake Rogers. And Jesus Luzardo, 153 out of 245. Yeah, man. Inception this year is crazy. Crazy good checklist. I was excited about it. And we still have more cases to go, so I'm happy about that. Tomorrow we're going to be posting some football breaks, and we're also going to be posting, it looks like an Inception case break with a little plus to it. So I'll figure something that will not add too much to the price, but still give some teams a little extra boost while we're at it. Michael Baez, Travis Demerit, Alex Bregman, Domingo Leyba, Brock Burke with a green, Trent Grisham with a green. Oh, Adam, you just got some Marlins player. Yeah, I don't even get allocated that. And some Marlins player. Oh, he used to be. Dawn of Greatness. Numbered 16 out of 20, Miguel Cabrera. This case is not done yet. Miguel Cabrera, Dawn of Greatness. I think you'll take that too. I don't know. I might need to get 3 more of these things. I can't remember the last time I got 10 cases on anything, though. But I might do it. Little H to the Izzo, Anthony Rizzo. 61 out of 99, Zach Collins. And I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh, wait, that's Phil Collins. Aristides Aquino, number 98 out of 245. All right, we've ripped 3/4 of that case. Is it done yet, or does it have any more? I don't think all the case hits are out. I think there's at least one more. I'm not 100% sure, but trying to think. We didn't get a silver signature yet, did we? I don't think we did. Well, we got you a Bo Bichette rookie card, so that's a plus, right? Did we get another silver? I don't think we got another silver. We got one in the case break, in the half case in the afternoon. I think there's still a silver signature in there. $75 a box, ripped and shipped. Who wants to take a crack at that case hit? So let's recap these again, because these were nice. And it's been nothing but this case. This case is spoiling. That's for sure. So we had Gavin Lux, Jesus Luzardo, Miggy Cabrera out of 20, Aristides Aquino. That was a nice 4 boxes. Thank you very much, Adam. You have done well today. So anybody else looking to get some personals? Again, 75 ripped and shipped. We got 4 left here. 4 left here. And I don't know. I got a feeling there's still one more good one in there. If we finish off the case, then guess what? Counts as a 10K challenge break as well. Football, we need 5 teams, 5 boxes of Contenders Optic, a box of Prism, a box of Contenders, and a Rebreak Premium Edition spot as a skunk bonus. Let's get this one ready to go early tomorrow. Broncos 115, Lions 35, Chargers are 60, Panthers are 65, Bears are 65, Cowboys are 40, Colts are 45, Giants 125, Jets are 18, Raiders are 90, Titans are 35, 49ers are 80. Yeah, 4 boxes. That's what we just broke. Aquino 1, Cabrera 2, Lizardo 3, and Gavin Lux 4. You know, the world is ending, so I had a little Captain and Coke and got some pep in my step because I don't know. Yesterday, I like just fell asleep twice during the day. Once during like a question and answer session after a briefing. I was just sitting on the couch, you know, listening with my ears, looking at something with my eyes on my phone, and the next thing I know, it was like 2:20. Oh yeah, man, Captain here. Captain and Jose are my good buddies. I gotta definitely get out a little bit early tomorrow. First of all, I gotta find some chicken because like we haven't bought chicken in like 2 weeks. No. Yeah, no, that's what we did. We did our food shopping about a week before all this crazy started, and the first day that we went to the supermarket, we couldn't get any chicken. And but we found toilet paper. 2 more? Oh man, let's do it. So, and Don will take one last one. Who wants to make it official? So, let's see here. And yeah, I know we're about to go to like Burger King and get some nuggets. I mean, I found like frozen bags of buffalo chicken, so if we do find real chicken because the kids will actually somewhat eat that, then I'll just have like that Tyson garbage stuff because whatever. All right, so there we go. So we're going to close out this case. That makes it official. That's another qualifying break. So it's not too bad. We did 3 today. That puts us up to 43 for the year. We still got some catching up to do, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Did I sell all of the personals? We just finished the case. Fortunately, I still have 2 cases sitting here and 3 on the way. So, Dan, if you want to pop open some Inception, we got some too. And then, yes, 5 teams left in football. Please do Don's first if you can. You'll be back in a minute. Sure. Don, is that ready to go and sent over? I've been not getting notification. Dan's going to go for 4. You got it. So we'll go Don, then Adam, and then we'll pop open a new case, and we'll start off with Dan. Dan with 4. If anybody else wants to get in, we could get another qualifying break going. So I'll tell you what, if we finish a second case, then I'll do this. I'll count that other case as another separate break. And Dan, if you're the only one that takes boxes out of the second case, well, I'll just put some extra entries into this one. So you'll be a part of it either way. All right, Don. So here we go. Yep, got it. Don, pick me 2 numbers from 1 to 4. 2 numbers from 1 to 4. Top 5 bang for the buck teams in football would be the Broncos, the Raiders, the Titans, the 49ers, and probably the Chargers. All right, 2 and 3. So Don's got the middle 2, and Adam's got the bookends. So here we go, Don. Here's your first, your 2 boxes first. Again, we're going to have several breaks posting tomorrow, so keep your eyes out for that. Yeah, I knew there was at least 1 more case hit left. There might actually have been 2. We got Nico Horner, Nick Solak, Bueller, Mauricio Dubon. 67 out of 75, Juan Soto. Randy Arozarena. And Brendan McKay, 3 out of 155. Silver left. Who's Silver? Oh, Silver signings. Yeah. I was like, I didn't have enough Captain and Coke to fully wake me up. Didn't have enough coffee today. That's my problem. I went a little crazy with coffee creamer today. I got Marshmallow Peep. It's just not the same when it's not squishy, though. Boy, we talk about interesting stuff here when there's no freaking sports on TV, huh? If we ever get so bored that we start talking about bowel movements, then there's a problem. Bryce, baby. Oh my goodness, it's the vertical one. Numbered, I'm going to say 85 out of 90. Pete Alonso. Corona is a good coffee substitute. Actually, it'll put me to sleep. As long as it's not a permanent one, I guess is okay. I still have 2 Coronas left. I don't know. We used it in beer bread the other day. I shouldn't get Corona Light ever. Regular I'm okay with. Light, not so much. Just trying to save a few calories, but it wasn't the right move. Not at all. Patrick Corbin out of 150 and Junior Fernandez. So nice boxes there, Don. I'm jealous of the Pete Alonso, by the way. So thank you much. And now, Adam, let's see if we can find you at least one card that you'll be satisfied with, right? I'll take that. All right, let's see what we can do. Work our magic here. We've done pretty good so far. Has the pixie dust ran out? We got Blake Snell. Abraham Toro. Oh, good Lord. It's not Zach Collins. So who was the silver signature? Sorry, dude. I keep missing those Bobichettes for you. 96 out of 99. It's just Gavin Lux. What the Lux is up with that? Numbered to 99. It's brutal. Sorry. Will you take that? Silver signature. That is gorgeous. Gorgeous right there. And it's very good when they got the silver pen and they're not streaking it up either. I love it. That case was like when you get the wing sauce that you have to sign the waiver for. And it just totally, it like liquefies your insides. That's what that case was. See, now we are talking about bowel movements. Oh, that whole case was one. That whole case was ridiculous. You got Trevor Story green, Josh Stallman green, and Chris Paddock, numbered 15 out of 75. It's respectable there. It's not Joey Styles. Oh my God. But it's not bad either. So that was a nice case. And Dan, you're gonna start us off, and I hope this one's just as good. So give me 1 second as I got to refill here. I hope so too. All right. But in the meantime, some instant gratification, right? So that is correct. 5 teams left to run Optic Contenders football. That is scrolling at the bottom of your screen. And I really want to see that go tomorrow. I really do. All right. I'm going to grab out of here. Let's pick 6. Oh, wait, no. You got 4 coming your way. All right. We'll do 8. because I was dropping stuff when I had 10 of them. Actually, I was dropping them when I had 8. Dan, pick me 4 from 1 to 4. 4 from 1 to 4. Thank you, Adam. Always a pleasure. 1, 3, 5, and 7. So he's going oddsies. 1, 3, 5, 7. All right, let's see what we got here, Dan. Hot hands all day. I was hoping we could have squeezed that football in, too. I want to see Heritage break. Heritage is close. I think we're 1 team away from standby, maybe. I'm not 100% sure. 1 or 2 teams. I said I'd break that at 20. And I will. Because I think that'll help us get to the second half quicker. Well, we got one of them jumbo patch things coming out. It's not Gavin Lux. It's not Bo Bichette, but... Keston Hura, 75 out of 75. Cody Bellinger, green. And number 2 out of 75. I think this is a guy with some big potential. All right. Still got a little work to do, right? Came up as a catcher, I believe, in college. Think he's playing corner infield positions, primarily first now. So that's Matt Theus, third baseman. Or primarily third, I'm sorry. But the patch is a big chunk of the Angels logo right there. That's a pretty nice patch. I like that. You get extra patch points on that one. That just turned a so-so card into a good one, in my opinion. So, Matt Theus with a badass patch. All right, that's the first one. Second one, patch points. It's the new rewards program. Well, it looks like you got another patch coming your way. I see the thicker card. Castillo, Hunter Harvey, Max Scherzer, Zach Gallen, Willie Castro, Isan Diaz, numbered 7 out of 150. And it's not Pete Alonso, but it is numbered 97 out of 155. And it's another All-Star Met, Jeff McNeil. That's not bad. Again, I'm a little jealous. So Jeff McNeil, numbered to 155. And saw him at Hofstra last year at their fall show. And was it the fall or the spring? No, it was the fall. Seemed like a real nice guy. even after being, at the table signing autographs for people. Um, he was kind of at the end of the show, and some of the vendors were saying, "Hey, can I get a quick picture with you?" It wasn't me. I was like, I was stuck helping customers, but he took a couple free, selfies with a couple of the vendors, make them happy. So that's a sign of somebody who knows how to do it right. Next. You get another, man, you got another patch? Damn. You already got half the case hits. And you did it in 3 boxes. That's not too bad. 24 out of 25. It is Labor Day for Dan. 24 out of 25. Glaber Torres. I like that. You're killing it, dude. All right. Edwin Rios and Jesus Luzardo, 41 out of 150. All right, so we need one more solid hit for you. All right. I think arguably Glaber's taken the best so far. Although, as a fantasy guy, I think I'd rather have Jeff McNeil on my team. I had him on my fantasy team last year. It almost feels like Real Sports is almost a fantasy right now. I hope we can get stuff rolling. Although if AEW keeps on putting shows like it did last week, even though it was an empty arena, there's stuff to look forward to. Ronald Acuna Jr., Dylan Cease, Noah Syndergaard, and Keston Hiura. Numbered 61 out of 99, Eloy Jimenez. Yeah, there's been a lot of fire. Ronald Acuna and Seth Brown. They can't all be winners, right? 67 out of 245, Seth Brown. Nothing against Seth Brown, but he's not Glaber Torres or Jeff McNeil or even Matt Theus. So thank you, Dan. Always appreciated. And if anybody is looking for any personals, we're at that point where we're caught up here. So I still got 12 more boxes of Inception. If anybody is looking for any more, they're right here. Now football. 5 boxes of Contenders Optic, 1 box of Prism, 1 box of Contenders. You'll take the other 4? Okay. Let's do it. Let me know when you're ready. Broncos are 115. Lions are 35. Chargers are 60. Panthers are 65. Bears are 65. Cowboys are 40. Colts are 45. Giants are 125. Jets are 18. Raiders are 90. Titans are 35. 49ers are 80. All right, so this was the other 4. He's like, I did all right, but did I pass up something good in the other boxes? So, Broncos, Drew Lock. Lions, TJ Hawkinson. Chargers, Easton Stick. Panthers, Will Greer. Bears, David Montgomery. Cowboys, Tony Pollard. Colts, Paris Campbell. Giants, Daniel Jones. Jets don't got anybody. Well, I got somebody. Raiders are Josh Jacobs. Titans, A.J. Brown. 49ers, Nick Bosa. And that's just the rookies. Again, with Contenders Optic, there's also some decent veteran guys that'll pop out. All right, there's some short printed guys in Contenders that are big deals too. So all set. All right, so you went with odds. Now we got the evens. So we have 8 boxes left in this case right here. I guess this would be box number 2, right? A little out of order. All right, let's see what we got. You got Realmuto, some Bieber Fever, George Springer, Jacob deGrom, Gleyber Torres, and your autograph is Andres Munoz. I'm sorry, Dan. 245 out of 245. I wish we could have gotten something cool for you, but I just didn't see it in this box here. It's just, what's this? Okay, Mother May I. Dustin May, 1 of 1. It's a good one there. It's another solid pitching prospect. Dustin May, and that is a badass looking plate too. That is a nice cyan plate for a Dodger. It's got some great detail. That is an ass kicker right there. Dustin May, 1 of 1. You knew I was sandbagging that when I showed the autograph before it, right? Okay. Getting some good stuff here. That's right, Carrot Top of Baseball. So, Yankees got the Red Thunder. Dodgers got Las Vegas's Big Act. Next box here. This dog is going to bug me for food. She's a worse midnight snacker than I am. Next box over here. She starts barking. I got to let her out. Let's do this pack real quick. Then we'll take a breather. And we'll do the other 2 boxes. Here come the judge. Javier Baez, Eloy Jimenez, Justin Verlander. Anthony Rizzo with a green. Jack Flaherty, 140 out of 150. And probably an underrated prospect with the A's here, Sean Murphy. Big slugging catcher, 98 out of 99. Again, one of the top prospects in the A's system. And he's another one. He's got that. I don't know if he's gonna be. He's not probably not gonna be Josh Donaldson, but he's gonna be. I think he's gonna be a decent, 25 home run type catcher. Which, if you can catch 2, that's like gold right there. She might. I think she's gonna bug me for food, but she'll go outside and pretend to do something, and then stare at her dish. We'll finish up the other 2 in a second. What do you want here? Yeah, that's where I thought you were going. You want outside? No. No, she's trying to get a snack out of me. We kind of changed her eating schedule up a little bit. Because she's old and she forgets. I don't know, I'm starting to get that way, so. But now, like, she wants, I mean, we feed her twice a day, or we used to feed her twice a day. So instead of 4th meal, this is 3rd meal for her. All right, Dan, what we got next? Got Baez, Demerit, Bregman, Leba. Well, I think those are the 4 worst base cards you can get. Brusdar Gratterall, Justin Verlander, 7 out of 99. And Mitch Keller, 43 out of 99. Am I getting any National Treasures football? Yeah, they only cut me in half on that one, the bastards. I usually get 3 cases. I'm getting a case and a half. And I don't think they're giving me any basketball. But I'm getting a case and a half of National Treasures football. So we'll have 6 boxes. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a decent price on those to get more in, but we'll see what happens. I sure as hell ain't getting it from whoever cut me the 6 boxes, though, that's for sure. Kiss my behind. Not going to buy National Treasures from them. Tell me no. They're making more and you can't have the same amount you had last year. Sorry, that's a little bit of a sticking point. Brusdar Gratterall. Jordan Alvarez. There we go. Jordan Alvarez base card's never bad. Didn't even top load that bad boy. Why not? I get grumpy when somebody takes away like 2 or 3 weeks' salary from me. We got Austin Nola and Nolan Arenado. And another patch. Another Angels patch. 90 out of 155. It just doesn't say the word Angel on it. But Patrick Sandoval. Patrick Sandoval. So that means still in play are the silver signing and I forget the vertical patch. So those are still in play in this case. So thank you again, Dan. So yeah, we're gonna get National Treasures. Not as much as I'd like, but we're gonna get National Treasures. I'll probably have to do similar to what I had done some previous years. 1 box of NT and then build around it. And then you get dibs in the case. The other 2 boxes could go as personals or the other 2 boxes could go as a group break. So thank you, Dan. Thank you very much. Always appreciated. And now the dog's going to pretend to go out because she wants me to feed her. So I got 8 boxes. Can we make another qualifying break out of this? Let me just let the dog out. Woof, woof, woof. All right. So we'll see what we can do here. So football, let's go over the list. Uno mas, one more time. Broncos, 115. Lions, 35. Chargers are 60. Panthers are 65. Bears are 65. Cowboys are 40. Colts are 45. Giants, 125. Jets are 18. Raiders are 90. Titans are 35. 49ers are 80. There we go. We got a match offer. If somebody gets 2, Adam will get 2. So So then we'll make it interesting. Then we'll bring it down to 4, and we'll see if there's any, if all the case hits are gone or if there's any left. So John's going to go with the Jets. Jets, 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 Jets. That means we need 4 in order to get this on the schedule. Now it's 1 o'clock in the morning Eastern time, so it's not going to run tonight. But we can get that set up for super early tomorrow. Like, not so early that you'll actually find chicken on the shelves, but early. Like, the West Coast will at least be awake early. 2 personals. There we go. So, John for 2, and then Adam will match. Let me know when y'all are ready. I'll get John put down for the Jets. I'll let the dog back in. And we'll continue our ripping here. All right. So Jets are now gone. So Broncos 115, Lions 35, Chargers 60, Panthers are 65, Bears are 65, Cowboys are 40, Colts are 45, Giants 125, Raiders 90, Titans are 35, 49ers are 80. And let's see here. Awesome. All right, let me let the doggy back in. Yeah, they're letting seniors in for 2 hours at the supermarket by us. Anybody who's over the age of 65 or immune compromised, they ask everybody stay out until 9 o'clock. And I think people are should be respecting that. I would hope they are. All right. My app is all screwed up. Give me 1 second here. That's really weird. Let's see if I got email notification. All right, sent me the email notification. Something wrong with my app, but that is good to go. So you want to do one a piece? Alonzo printing plates are cool. All right, so here's the deal. We have 8 boxes left in this box. 2 of them going to John, 2 of them going to Adam. 3, 5. Okay, so we'll alternate. So John, 1 to 8. John McClellan, 1 to 8. What's going to come out first? So we got all 4 of the patches came out. Now we need our silver and our horizontal patch. And those came out very nice in the other case. There are a few booklets out there, but not a lot. They're numbered usually out of 1 of 1s or numbered to 2. So John's going with 4. Adam, are you going with 3? I'll just leave them in the pile the way they are for right now. So here we go, John. First box of this exchange. Got Thor, numbered to 50. And DJ LeMahieu, green. Got Bobby Bradley, Fernando Tatis, Sheldon Noisy, Mookie Betts, and Domingo Leyba, numbered 61 out of 245. Well, we know where the 101 went last time. So Domingo Leyba, numbered to 245. So Adam's going to go with 3 this time as you guys are alternating it up. So Adam, box number 3. Adam, you got a Bo Bichette rookie again. You got Blake Snell, green. Charlie Blackmon, 56 out of 99. And John got a Domingo Leyba. You get a Domingo Leyba, numbered to 75. And I'd be saying good things about this guy if he didn't get himself busted for PEDs and is suspended for 80 games. And because he's on the 40-man roster, instead of getting the 50 games in the minors, he gets the full Major League 80. If you don't know what it is, don't put it in your body. And if you know you're putting that in your body, you're a jerk. All right, John. There's 6 boxes left here, and there's still 2 case hits left. John, pick me a number from 1 to 6. So John McClellan, 1 to 6. Yeah, what did ever happen to Reese McGuire? I think he's under self-quarantine right now. He's got a fridge in his room and a laptop. And that's all he needs. Number 5. Well, that one's 5. Oh. Here we go. Everyone's worried about coronavirus. Reese McGuire needs to worry about antivirus. Anyway. But it's late. I just had a ton of Inception boxes just fly all over the place. All right, John. Correa, Mike Trout, Austin Nola, Nolan Arenado, Dylan Cease, green. 49 out of 75, Noah Syndergaard. We've gotten a lot of parallels of him today. And Orioles. We've been getting some orange action with the Orioles here. 23 out of 50, Hunter Harvey. I heard he's conserving toilet paper and using socks. So that's a good thing, right? It's probably his roommate's socks. Ugh, that'd be a nasty prank. So Adam is going to go. Sorry, John. Adam is going to go with number 1. Got Nico Horner, Nick Solak, Bueller, Mauricio Dubon. Bueller in green. Patrick Corbin in green. And numbered 82 out of 90, the Fresh Prince of Los Angeles, Will Smith. Will Smith, Dodgers. 2-color vertical patch. I think these going to 120. The other ones are 130. Nah. They can go in there, but I'd rather not. And Dan's going to go for that silver on the last 4. We need 5. 5 for football. Again, with as late as is last night, it's looking like it's going to go tomorrow. All right. But we can get it early. So thank you, Adam. And then Dan is like, silver still left. Got to get that silver. So let me know when that's all ready to go. Dan just grabbed the last 4. So that's another qualifying break. I do have one more case here, and I have 3 coming tomorrow, so it doesn't matter what I do with that other case. But Dan wants that silver. So here we go. The last 4. Dan's like, this one is going to be, it's going to be Jordan. Adam's like, please don't be Boba Fett. All right, let's see what we got here. May, Alonzo, Trevor Story with a green, Josh Stallmont, and Brendan Rodgers, 70 out of 245. $70 out of 245. All right, that's 1. Second one. Well, I see some color here. Story, Stallmont, Bellinger, and Anthony Rizzo. 45 out of 50, Keston Hiura. Carlos Correa. And 79 out of 99, Dylan Cease. Dylan Cease is the silver. And if there's a silver lining here, we could still have somebody good come out of the 2 boxes. I was pulling for Jordan. So we got the silver. Case hits are all gone. Now let's get a nice color parallel. Pulled a Jordan to 25 earlier in the day. Oh, that's what that was. Okay. The gold could be an extra one, yeah. That's one of those quirky things that could happen. Got Syndergaard, green. Hura. And John Means, 226 out of 245. Are we saving a grand finale here? I'm not sure. That Means was an all-star. Takes a while for those pitchers to get good street cred, though. So we got Mike Trout, Rafael Devers, numbered 113 out of 150. This next one might make Dan feel a little bit better. It's not a huge name, but what are the red parallels to? Are those the ones that are numbered to 99? Or are those like pink? I'll figure it out right now. I'll go to group break check, or not group break, cardboard connection for this one. So we got a redemption card. And it's a base rookie and emerging stars autograph red parallel. So red is to 75. All right. Red is to 75. At least it's your home team, Yu Chang. So Yu Chang, because Cleveland rocks. Now Yu Chang. If it's going to not be one of the big ones, at least let it be a home team guy, right? So thank you, Dan. Again, everybody who got in those personals, thank you, Dan. Those are also going to count as qualifying breaks, each of those cases. So with the ones that I already got in the one we did earlier today, we just knocked out 3 on this feed. So now that bumps us up to 44. So we're starting to catch up in that department too, and that's a good thing. So, yeah, first case was insanity. And there's a lot. The case that we did in the breaks, that was pretty solid too. Jordan to 25. It was kind of split up a little bit, but it was pretty solid. Aristides Aquino to 75, and that crazy Nico Horner patch. So trying to get this back up. It like crashed on me. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, I pulled a blank white card too. It was this thing right here. So, anybody got any requests? All right, we got another match challenge now. If somebody gets the 3-team deal, 10% off 3 teams or more, Lester's going to grab another 2, and we'll have it set up for tomorrow early in the afternoon. All right. Got to get pay. I'll work on getting payments in the morning. So, yeah, I don't want to go messaging people at 1:30 a.m. Eastern time. Hey, you able to pay? What I mean, some people are probably up watching the news right now, so. So I still got people that gotta pay. We didn't get to stand by until the beginning of the video, so I didn't even get to message anybody. Plus a little opportunity to try to sell the other 7 teams. I mean, if we're still at 25 at like, I don't know, whatever, 1 in the afternoon, 2 in the afternoon, 3 in the afternoon. So thank you, Adam. But I, you know, I don't want to go being like, hey, it's 1:30 in the morning, but we're gonna break in a few minutes. Can you just wake up? Especially if they got like an essential, frontline job with all the pandemic stuff going around. I don't want to. I don't want to go bugging people that late at night. But I'll schedule it right now if we're at 25, and then I'll put a post up and leave it running. So. So, but we got some more stuff in store too. We got some more football coming up. Um, and I think we're going to try a new concept tomorrow too. I think I only got Corona Light left. I got a concept that I've wanted to try. It's gonna technically be a pack war, but it's gonna be a little different. So we're also gonna do a repost on what pack wars we have up, and I think I'm gonna do one a little bit extra special. See if anybody likes the concept. All right. So I'll give you a hint of what the idea is gonna be. Well, you know, we're talking about pack war games. All right, when you're playing video games, I'm thinking Halo. Right? What's one fun game that you can play? That's a war game. So it's going to be a little different than a pack war. I think you'll like it. We'll come out with that tomorrow. So, all right. Have a good night, Adam. And again, Contenders Optic. Let's go over this list one more time. See if we can't get this scheduled. 5 boxes of Contenders Optic. So that's 10 autos right there. 5 of them will be on card. You got 3 autos in Prism, 5 autos in Contenders. And if you don't get one of those 18 hits, you have a shot at a Rebreak Premium Edition spot. Broncos are 115, Lions are 35, the Chargers are 60, Panthers are 65, Bears are 65, Cowboys are 40, Colts are 45, Giants 125, Raiders are 90, Titans are 35, 49ers are 80. All right. So we're going to do an Inception case plus, not a half case. I'll be posting a full case plus. All right. Plus some little extra things. Try to get some more hits in there. Again, they're a one-hit wonder box. So 16 boxes is great, but that's still 16 hits. We're going to pump up the hit count a little bit. All right. Find something nice and balanced, I guess. Maybe something that some of those other teams that don't show up in Inception can add a little bit of extra to that. And that's pretty much it. That's a wrap. I'm going to try to be awake for a little while longer. I don't know how much longer that's going to be. So if anybody's got anything for me on Messenger, just let me know. Otherwise, I think I'm going to go to bed now so I can try to wake up super early and get some groceries. Because got a lot of kids. I feel like, what's his name in WWE? Heath Slater. I got kids. So we'll try to do. Sometimes Facebook, they don't like, the pages don't like to work with tags, but maybe I'll message you the link if I can remember. And we'll have some fun tomorrow. How do we like Inception so far? I thought Inception was pretty badass. We had multiple Jordans, multiple Luxes, names like Alonzo Cabrera, some sick patches. I am definitely happy the way it's gone. So that's a wrap. We'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully we can get this football break to go earlier rather than later. All right. I'm telling you, I've got good vibes on this one. All right. I gotta say the first half of that Optic Contenders case was probably the worst looking break we've had in like 4 months. And you're gonna get one that looks like that every once in a while. No, I still got that impeccable basketball. I haven't put in anything yet. Trying to think of something creative. I have a nice 6-box break right now, and it hasn't had any movement. I'm about to pull the plug on it and actually replace it with something that's got impeccable in it. So I gotta try to figure out a way to really make it. Impeccable is such a pricey box with so few cards. I gotta make it worthwhile. So I got an idea. I was almost thinking let's wait until the next basketball product comes out, but nah, I don't want to do that. So we'll figure something out. I also got Break King basketball. I'm a fool. I only got one box of it. I got scared by the checklist, but apparently some pretty high demand. That thing, I'd have made a few bucks on that. I was stupid. Oh. Sometimes better to err on the side of caution. But I should have gotten 2 cases instead of 1 box. That's on me, though. I take the blame when I screw up. We don't do a lot of basketball. Let's get some basketball going. All right. Chicken. Will I have some tomorrow? We'll give you the full story and more on the 12 o'clock Marc-Down news. All right. So have a good night, everybody. Thank you, everybody, again. A big night, a big Inception release. Pumped up and excited to see some more. And we'll rip you a new one soon. God bless everybody. Stay healthy. Take it easy.